And wow, well over 80 miles an hour, creeping up on 100 miles an hour. You can see it just flying by these cars. And it is not only dangerous to those other drivers, but certainly dangerous to this motorcyclist. These cars, the drivers don't know that it's coming up so fast. You can see, wow, that motorcyclist appearing to kind of stand up there on the motorcycle there for a second. But, oh my gosh.
Snake wasn't that person. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Jeter, gratitude is definitely the attitude. Sure, it's a blessing to be back in the black box as we blow a session. I thought it was all over for the Jay-Z and the suspect son, but my boys over there, Viral Hip Hop, got a title claiming the saga may have just begun. I don't know if it's true, but with no further ado, let's see what they say Jay-Z is still gonna have to be up to.
News, email me, Sam Ant at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
So remember they with Jay-Z's alleged son, they dropped, the federal government closed, they dismissed the paternity suit. They said they could not open it. Well, the godmom is trying to reopen the suit again. She's filing another motion. First, she's filing an appeal, but she's trying to keep that suit reopened. And I'm gonna say this, man. They must. I give them an A for effort. Like, I commend them fighting this good fight, because you would think they was fighting for their life.
Yeah,
as much
your lineage, to know where you came from, similar to our people's plight in America. Having some acknowledgement and confirmation of where you came from is, in a lot of ways, equivalent, synonymous with fighting for your life.
Tom, they want this man to take this test.
Yeah.
Like, he wants Jay-Z to be his dad. Either he wants him or they know something we don't know.
I mean, it would be an automatic assumption. There's things associated with the situation that are known by the people involved as in comparison to us. I don't even know why that would come as a shock or something that you would have to wonder about or guess upon.
But I don't know, bro. I'm just like, at this point, I'm flabbergasted. But I will say this. She must know her shit because she's in them courts. But this could lead to, I think they're going to start getting pissed off, man. The federal government. Like, you don't want to mess with the federal courts, and whatever they do, I don't know what power they have, but they might hold her in contempt. I don't know. But what do you think about her continuously trying to reopen this suit, man?
I gotta see. I don't want to disrespect her because we've had conversation with her. I think she still watches the platforms, and I got respect for her as a woman, right? Has an elder and things like that. And I think her name is Miss Coley or something like that. But yeah. I question the motives of it all, and I question Ramirez's intent. Does he really care if this is his father, or is there something more? And
he's my niggas too, though. What are they talking about?
Now I'm beginning to start questioning her intent. Is this something more? Is this just a mere situation where I want to find out that this Jay-Z's his son or his father, or whatever the case, or is there something more to this situation? Where there's some money promised? Where there's some money that I don't know, right? We don't know those answers. I don't know if we'll ever know those answers. But here's my thing. When it comes to that situation, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. When it comes to,
cause you saying some bullshit, my nigga. Oh, my nigga Sam, you saying some bullshit. You rambling. You trying to think of something to say, and it seems like y'all just are against these people. You've already helped them. You said you had conversations with them. So they've been on your platform. You don't want to disrespect them, but it seems like you're about to.
That situation. Oh, okay. Now here it goes. You said something along the lines of maybe they know something we don't know. If that's the case, that shit needs to come out now. If there's bombshell information or there's something that can truly expose him, then you need to show it now. Because
hold up, no, just you don't have to have anything provable necessarily. Her passion and her dedication can derive from the fact she's aware of things she might not necessarily be able to prove, and that's why she's so dead set on please achieving a DNA test because she knows, because what she cannot prove that she knows is true, a DNA test will confirm it. As if, just imagine if she was going to the room with her girl to drop her off to go see dude, even going in the room. What if she even gave dude a little, you feel me? Never know. But I don't know why you would question her versus the opposite side who is so unwilling to do absolutely anything to prove that they not the daddy. That's where all the suspicion should fall in my case, unless you are trying to hold out for the potential of maybe landing a Jay-Z interview one day.
Because no court is going to grant you permission to have Jay-Z seek a paternity test unless there's evidence out there that is without question. And I'm not talking about a fake picture. I'm not talking about some false story or some crazy made up fucking story or some story that we can't sit back.
If this is your person that you spoke with and you respect and you don't want to say anything that will come across as disrespectful, I don't know why you would proceed in this fashion, Sam. You know she's not going to appreciate you. Even for you to say some fucking fake, all that, that's going to come across as hurtful toward her. She's not going to receive that well, knowing that at a time when her story was good for platforms, she came on and allowed y'all to benefit, get the views, and then you're going, I don't know why you feel deemed that necessary to address her in such a fashion.
I can make sure that we can validate. I'm talking about some substantial evidence that could show, oh shit, there is a possibility.
She's not even trying to appeal to you or me or the public. This is just the nature of things, that her private litigations are being made public at this point. She's done some public statements, but her actual appeal is to the courts. So whether you believe or not, whether you think she's exhausting the courts' resources is actually irrelevant.
Ability that this brother is his father. Oh shit. To make us seem okay, because public opinion can move this shit.
No.
If there was something out there to really shake some shit, we've seen it in the past.
With what? What is public opinion shaking? Please, what have we seen in the past where public opinion has affected the federal courts?
You know what I mean? Even if it's right or wrong, the legal system will move off of public perception and opinion.
When? Like when?
They ain't moving off this shit because they got nothing substantial to move on. And if she don't have it,
you should substantiate that statement. Please do.
Then she's running the risk, and they're running the risk of really kind of putting themselves in a fucked up situation with the law. Now you got to, like you said, damn Jay-Z at this point. Now you add.
So that lead credence to there may be some, if she's risking all this and you can't see why, and maybe there's a reason. You know, there was a time when the 400 years of slavery, when revolts and things that seemed futile still took place, and people used to hope and wish, and it probably looked very dim from the outside looking in. We were a people that did not give up. And if this was something so important being the subject matter, how could you suggest someone give up? How could you suggest anyone's determination is anything other than that? Where do you get the right? What are you pulling from? What information about these people do you have that would suggest there being anything other than sincere? When the other person is in the bed with the feds after being a D-boy, obviously did this whole thing decades ago with a simple test, refuses to do so. What type of logic are you applying to this situation to stand in judgment of this lady and this young man versus Jay-Z? I'm just curious.
Agonizing the federal government, who doesn't care if
you're standing in defense of the federal government and antagonizing them, talking about they might get pissed off, as if the federal government has feelings, which it doesn't, and if these feelings are more important in this situation than this young man's feelings. That's crazy. The federal government. And if this is his father, Jay-Z, for not cooperating, I don't understand where y'all coming from. And God bless that lady, the only person from the generation before that probably understands well enough that to let this little boy know, or this young man who started off this journey as a little boy, know you have a claim.
Jay-Z, Hosey, whoever the case, you're pissing them off and you're wasting their time.
How can you say that their time is being wasted? I don't understand where you guys getting this from. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know if you want to bark up that tree. So, I mean, I don't know, man. For some reason, my instinct tells me this is some type of relentless money grab. You know what I mean? They're this close. Their news of being linked to Jay-Z. You know what I mean? There's not, and I'm sure Jay-Z hears a bunch of crazy shit, but not everybody is linked to him the way Ramir and Ms. Coley is linked to him right now.
And you rather suggest and believe they successfully pulled off an almost scam, then there may still be some type of validity. As many black kids have gone unclaimed. This is crazy to me. I don't understand what was motivating this position.
So, I mean, maybe they just gonna go down with the ship and they're gonna keep trying until they're absolutely forced or, you know what I mean, put behind bars for doing so. So that's
no speak of the deadbeat potential father finally being forced to do anything or being put behind bars. But this young man trying to find out for sure, because this is, even if he's brainwashed at this point, because this is how he was raised to believe, how do you find fault in him? I don't get it.
kind of where I get it. Like I said, I don't want to be disrespectful, but at the same time,
too late, bro. Too late. You can't say that out of one mouth after you just spent 2 minutes disrespecting this lady and her mission and her position.
I question the validity and the authenticity.
It's respectful to just do that publicly after you already hosted her on your platform.
And just the actual motive of why she's doing what she's doing.
You have no evidence, no motivation other than you said instinct. That's very disrespectful to subject her to your instinct when she's putting blood, sweat, tears, and years into something you already said. You know, maybe she knows something I don't know. Duh. That's her whole claim. She knows something that everybody doesn't know. That Jay-Z don't know, boy, mama ain't got her pregnant.
Yeah, me too, man. And I've been felt that way.
Yeah.
And we got to be able to just see when we do these shows, there's nothing rehearsed. It's just raw feeling, raw emotion.
Same here in the black box, but that's another thing. We stick to eliminating our feelings in public conversations because you'll get a whole lot of mess if everybody out here is spewing their feelings and you have to validate everyone's feelings. Feelings are as unique as fingerprints and everyone has them, similar to opinions. They're like assholes. However, facts are constant. They're certain. So when we come into a public place, because we all agree everyone is entitled to their feelings. So we all bring our unique feelings to the table and debate upon them. It's going to be chaos, but we can all agree upon these firm, fixed facts. That's why in the black box, it's facts over feelings. I'm not interested in how you feel, how I feel, or how he feels, or she feels. Only the facts, respectfully, how you feel. Oh, blah.
We've been doing this for a long time. And you know, as much as you respect the lady, I feel like it's I'll make it. This is like
you put your feelings over respect because you've shown her no respect here. All she has is her story at this point. She's only known by her story, analyzed by her story. So it's either you respect her story or you don't, and you've just disrespected her story. Ultimately, totally
akin to someone being in prison and keep following the pills. Like you're going to keep doing, like she's going to keep going. They're going to keep going, like you said, until they get forced to, like physically, like the court won't even hear it no more.
Right.
This is what this is because it's like they felt apart. They came so.
Don't that sound a little bit like the civil rights movement? Duh. This nigga, I don't get my niggas, man. They tripping.
Far. Their name is linked to Jay. There's articles coming out. They got a little.
It's been like that. I mean, they been bust that nut. They been scratched that itch. They been satisfied that. So it has to be more to it.
Momentum, a little bit of money came in for the defense fund. It's like, no, we're going to keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. But at some point, you got to just put your hands up and say, look, this man is not going to do this. And like I said before, Jay-Z has every right to defend himself, and they have every right to keep pursuing him under the law.
He's yet to defend himself. That's the problem. He has such a right to prove himself not the father. He refuses to. And if it was anyone else under the sun, the natural logic would to assume they were either for sure they were the father and didn't want to be accountable, or they were suspicious they was the father. That's the immediate logic. So for you to stretch your brain to assume all these other things is disrespectful within itself.
Yep. This is what I say about the court system. You got all right, you can follow the pill, you can do that. That's fine. But we can still give our opinion on both sides of it, which we're doing. So you know, again, I was with them the whole time until they started asking for bread. When they started asking for bread, I'm like, oh shit.
I can't believe this.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this ain't genuine.
What?
Yeah.
It ain't genuine.
Yeah.
Father, provider, Dr. Dre, rest his soul, found out he had a son at 18, immediate $1 million. Like, what are you talking about? Parental, fatherhood, paper, billionaire. If you don't knock it off.
I would swear if they would have been like, yo, we don't want no nothing. We just want to know. We want to know. All right, cool.
How can you be the moral God to dictate what they should desire from the father that they say has left them deserted? Who can tell this child, oh, your father left you, all you should want to do is have a relationship with him, even though he's a billionaire? Who can say that? How do you have the right to say that? I don't understand.
As soon as you ask for money, pain, and suffering, you accuse him of somebody shooting at you. You ain't go to the police and file a police report.
Right.
They ain't doing an investigation, but you telling us online on interviews. I don't know. And I still.
Yeah, I heard enough of that rhetoric there, bro. It seemed like these dudes is going out their way to support Jay-Z for whatever reason. Now, for the first time, intellectual people are suggesting fatherhood comes along with no financial responsibility. And now that these people that you were 100% support of in locating and proving, because if you were with them, that means you were with the claim that Jay-Z is the father. Now, when they want some money out the daddy, because the system ain't working fast enough, and they trying to move, now you jump. Man, if you don't knock it off, that means you only with him as long as they accept him being a deadbeat daddy. That's boo-boo, y'all. Y'all my niggas, but that's boo-boo. So his grandparents there at your school?
Grandparents.
You didn't know I was your grandparent?
Yeah, I know you're my grandparent.
You didn't know Papa meant grandparent?
Yeah, I know.
You know now, huh? I love you.
I love you too.
You gotta go get with go sit down where you're supposed to sit with your kid.
Snake wasn't that personal. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.